Hey everybody, it's Jamie Harmon with Ascend Yoga. I'm excited to be offering a practice that you can do out of a chair today, whether it's an office chair or a dining room chair. I'm sure a lot of us have been sitting more than usual, whether you're telecommuting or you're like me and you're just watching a lot of Law and Order. We're sitting too much, and that affects our spines, that affects our hips, that affects every muscle in the body. So there's just going to be a quick practice to get loose, to side bend, to twist, to fold. So I'm looking forward to it. We're going to get started with breath today. So you can let your eyes close. That's all. Let the hands rest in the thighs, the elbows are relaxed, the shoulders are relaxed. Feeling the feet rooted on the mat or the floor. Take a breath in together, let the belly fill. Open your mouth and let it go. One more time like that. Inhale. Sigh it out. Inhaling like we have been. Let the belly expand. Let the chest widen. Sealing off your mouth. Let your exhale flow through your nose. Continuing to breathe with your mouth sealed off. Find that inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. This is your Ujjayi breath, sealed lips, feeling a tiny constriction in the back of the throat that causes that whispering noise you hear in Ujjayi. That allows you to control your airflow. Let's take 3 more here. With an inhale, let your eyes softly flutter open. Let's start with some neck movements here. Take a breath in, feel the spine get tall, shoulders are stacked over the hips. With your exhale, let your left ear drop over towards your left shoulder. Not finding that full range of motion, just feeling a gentle stretch. Breathe in and lengthen the neck. Exhale, let your right ear drop over towards your right shoulder. Take it slow. Let's do that 2 more times per side. Breathing in, get tall. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale to the right. One more time, breathing in. Let it go. Inhale. Lower. Coming back up to a tall spine now, let's find a different range of motion in the neck. We're going to nod here, just like we did in the other movements. Try not to find your full range of motion. Let it be gentle, let it be soothing. Breathe in and sit up tall. Exhale, lower your chin slowly towards your chest. It doesn't have to meet at all. It's okay if there's a huge gap. Inhale, just as slowly, coming back up to a tall spine. Exhale, nod it down. One last time, breathing in, maybe even tip back a little bit here. Exhale, lower down. Coming back up to a tall spine here, we're going to keep the hands on the thighs, but we might slide them out a little bit closer towards the knees. Taking the knees a bit wider here, we're going to find some seated cat-cows. So the range of motion is not going to be as dramatic as it is when we're on hands and knees. You're just going to look for open front body on your cows, open back body on your cats. So breathing in, feel the pelvis tilt forward, feel the chest open, maybe the gaze goes high. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding the shoulders. Open up that back. Inhale, belly forward, tailbone tilts back, feel the chest spread. Exhale, feel the space between your shoulder blades spread as you round. So go one more time, breathe in, open, wide collarbones. Exhale, round. Coming back up to neutral spine here. We're going to stay seated. The feet are going to stay flat on the ground. Let's take a breath in and lift the fingertips. We're going to interlace the palms and flip them up to face the ceiling. And then with the exhale, we're going to lean to the left, making sure that the right glute stays really rooted to the ground here. Let's take 2 breaths in this space. Breathe into that right side body. Feel it expand. Exhale, settle here. Inhale. Let it go. Breathing in, let's come back through center, keeping the hands interlaced, keeping the palms facing up. Left glute stays heavy on the chair especially. Let's lean to the right. Breathe in. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Stay to let that breath go. Coming back up through center here, let's release the fingertips. We're going to find a fold in our chair. If you get down into this fold and your lower back starts to communicate with you, maybe it feels tight, maybe it feels like a pinching sensation, that would mean that you either need to lower your chair or lift your feet up. That can be done through blocks, that can be done through books, anything that you have that's kind of an even height here. Feel free to lift your feet up, bring your knees up closer to your chest. So that would be the modification for that. We're going to keep the knees bent. We'll maybe move a little bit more forward in the chair if you need more space. With the feet a little bit wider than hips width distance apart, let's start to slowly hinge forward at the hips. You're going to take opposite hands to opposite elbows here. And find your ragdoll fold. Motion is more than okay. It might be a little bit restricted as compared to a standing forward fold, but you can make circles with your neck. Make figure eights with your elbows. We're going to spend 7 breaths here. Take one more inhale. Listen to it go. Releasing your grips on your elbows, let your fingertips return to the mat. And then slowly, one palm at a time, lift yourself back up to the tall seat. We're going to find a hip opener here. Modification, if you have knee issues or knee pain at all, rather than finding the full hip opener, I would just encourage you to cross your ankles and kind of sit forward, leaning, feeling a really gentle opening in the outer parts of the hips. If you want to move forward with chair pigeon, this is what it's going to look like. Keeping your left foot planted to the mat, let's breathe in and lift the right ankle to cross over the left thigh. The bony part of your ankle, this round part right here, you want to make sure that it completely clears the left thigh. Give yourself some space in that area. This might be a good stopping point for you, that's okay. If you want to fold, making sure that the fold's coming from a hinge at your hips rather than a rounding in the back, you can slowly start to creep forward. Maybe this is where you stay. Maybe even really fold. I think I'm going to stay up here. Take 7 breaths. Starting to notice sensation in the outer right hip. Feeling the expansiveness of your inhales. Feeling the softening quality of your exhales. Let's take 4 more. So slowly as we went into the fold, if you are folding, let's slowly make the way back up to the tall spine. Uncrossing the right ankle from the left thigh. Let's take it to the other side. Keeping your right foot planted to the mat, let's take the left ankle and cross it over the right thigh. making sure to clear that bony part of the ankle with your thigh. If this feels uneven in the hips, consider scooching forward a little bit. I've kind of had to do that throughout the practice. Maybe you stay here, maybe this is enough. Again, maybe you're modifying, maybe you just switch whatever ankle is crossed when both feet are planted to the mat. If you want to fold, making sure that it's hinging at the hips, kind of looking like this rather than this. Slowly create your fold. Let's spend 7 breaths. Take a breath in. Let it go. Just find one more here, breathe. Feel yourself softening with the exhale. We're going to slowly come on back up from this. Uncrossing the left ankle from the right thigh with your feet planted. We're actually going to come up away from our seats a little bit here. We're going to find a chest opener. All chairs have a tall end and a short end. You're going to need to choose what works for you. The lower you are in the chest opener, the deeper it's going to feel. The closer you are to, the further away from in this chest opener you are, the deeper it's going to feel. So if you want to go really deep in the chest opener, be in the lower end of your chair, be far away, planted with your palms. The knees can be really softly bent here. This is more about getting the chest open. If you are looking for a lighter experience, a more soothing experience, tall part of your chair will work better. Go closer to let yourself not have to hang so far. Okay, so let's spend about 7 or 8 breaths in this chest opener. Again, closer your arms are, the less intense it'll be. Let those knees soften. Feel the opening in the shoulders, feel the opening in the chest. Start to invite breath into this shape. Noticing sensation, staying present with it. Let's take 3 more inhales and exhales. Taking this movement carefully, we're going to exit the shape one palm at a time, walking the hands back, bending the elbows out to the sides, and coming up and away from that chest opener. Maybe some cat-cows here might feel good. Just a couple. Okay, we're going to end our practice in an inversion Shavasana. So seating, having a seat on the floor, you're going to take your feet up to the edge of your chair and lie back onto the ground. For that shape, your palms can rest on your chest. They can go open out to the sides. You can spend anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes here, depending on the length that you want your Shavasana to be. So go ahead and spend as much time as you need. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with us today. The light in me sees and it completely honors the light inside you. Namaste.